Hi, I'm Herschel, petrographic symbologist for 20 years now. This is an interesting video tonight because a very large Hollywood production is about to launch in a day or two on our ancestors from the Pleiades. Very big film production of people that I've been involved with in contact and asking to be a part of it for years, literally. And the situation is I wasn't invited to the party. I don't know if this is in preparation for dealing with my work later, which they've suggested, or it could be something really disastrous for me. I think this production is going to introduce my work. I might be wrong. My biggest flamekeeper watcher over the project, who's invested a lot of money in making sure that we do what we're doing, he believes that there could be a problem. He's a bit of an obsessive on the Mars star map, very famous South African as well. He's pretty successful himself. But he thinks that we just need to get this video out just to show what my work outlines in connection with some work that is going to be shown that's supposedly new. Anyway, let's start the slideshow. My basic story of three sun-like stars with the Pleiades, with the monuments below them, is the Azaboso below legend. Something that I proved with three sun stars forming the womb of Nut was interpreted in many different ways in many different civilizations as that down-pointing triangle, and the monuments an upward-pointing triangle. And of course, Giza's Orion's belt. That's the way shower to find that star that's being birthed. So that was one of my first findings many years ago. And of course, I showed in my books as my Herschel star map template, so to speak, where you have Orion rising on the horizon, shows direction through following the three belt stars through Aldebaran, the bullseye, aim through the bullseye. That legend obviously started then, to find the Sol star 1, which is the star of the gods. And there's also a Sol 2 and a Sol 3. And in all the detail I'll add here, it was the Solar Trinity work that I founded about 10 or 15 years ago, showing that the Trinity origins in many different religions all had this obsession with these three sun-like stars of the gods, and it evolved into being people. So you measure from Orion's belt, I show in green there, to the Sol 1 primary star. It's actually 30 degrees of arc in the sky. Coincidence? Measured with the rising of Orion's belt on the horizon, where it, at a specific time of the year, 25th of December, you have this vertical alignment using 90 degrees to measure the horizon and 33 degrees of arc. Sounds familiar. Anyway, the purple writing, discovery that all bull worship is of Taurus in every ancient civilization. Here's the thing. My work takes patterns that are recognized in every ancient civilization that show the same thing, same ancestor, origins, worship of the same stars with a similar symbol. Anyway, that's my star map template. Let's take it further. So you see that positioning of Orion, and the Pleiades is the leg of the bull. That's another one. The Pleiades is the leg of the bull. Is a huge part of my work. No scholar has ever backed me up on that, ever. Now suddenly people are talking about it. Please, if they do mention it, it's fair just to show who discovered it first. Now, it became known as the Bethlehem star. In the Christ story, think of the wording: the three kings that follow from the east to find the birth star, origin star, of the Christ. And he uses three fingers in the way shown here, pointing to his solar trinity. And the Bethlehem star is the one ring, the most important one, that aligns with Orion's belt, the cross of the churches. To me, this proves the cross of the churches, and I do it in about 15 or 20 different ways in other different ancient civilizations. In every case, the cross represents Orion. The portals that are celebrated in ancient sites all around the world, they call it a triptych. You see it in the story with the Christ, with the windows behind him, one large one in the middle, and two on each side. And this pattern, I proposed some years ago again, that these are celebrating three portals to three sun-like stars. One thing, and one thing very simple. Then, of course, the eagle and the serpent interaction that the ancient Maya literally made as the monumental flag that was adapted thereafter, where the eagle interacts with the cosmic serpent. Now I've shown in my work again that the cosmic serpent is sacred, it's pure, it's one of the branches of the tree of life. And the eagle represents human founding civilization. They are the ones in control of the serpent. As far as one case goes, one of these three sun-like stars has the eagle in full control with mechanized Stargate devices, all published and time-stamped over the years. And of course the Mars star map. We're looking at 8 stars of the Pleiades important here. It's actually the area where the 8th one is interpreted is actually a X-ray source. And I show it near the star position TYC 1799 in this image, which is a movement path as well, where the top sun star on the top left of the Pleiades moves between that position and the far out position. And of course Tikal, same thing with an extra 8 sources and X-ray sources as shown in the star map. They copied the Mars star map exactly. The face monument is inside the pyramid, the ancestor star. And then of course Mithraism, severing the leg of the bull. Now scholars have never ever gone with that idea. I was attacked from a dizzy height. That is the most stupid idea on the earth, to think that he's just severing the leg of the Taurus bull in the sky. But the bull then has this mythology where the leg comes behind the back of the bull, and you'll see it in his cape becomes the 7 stars that make up the shape of the leg of the bull. And there's 3 sun-like stars as you see here. Compare, we'll go into detail with this later. And of course I'm showing as well that the serpent, the dragon, and the cosmic lion, cosmic serpent, cosmic dragon, cosmic lion, in every ancient civilization, they have variations where they prefer one more than the other, represent one of the branches of the tree of life, a plasma ribbon conduit, a wormhole, the place where the gods traverse time and space, as in the Stargate. Babylon, I showed, was the earliest star map. Saddam Hussein rebuilt those 3 monuments on the ground, and Babylon, next to the top left one, near Saddam's palace, was what I suggested. Correlate with the Pleiades. Okay, so that's all old news. That's all now material that we need to compare with the new finding. And then we get to Kalesi, the Uratu artifacts in Turkey, where it shows pretty much the same sort of symbology that I've founded. And I'm just going to show, just to show that I did it first, did it a long time ago. We never thought this was a really good example of the star map, because obviously if all ancient civilizations are doing it, we are going to have hundreds of cases of it. This one I actually thought was still lacking a little bit with the Pleiades, but anyway, let me go through it with you. Then of course the Ayanis Uratu carvings that are in the fort monument near the base of Mount Ararat. I'm not sure it's tied to the Noah's Ark story, but anyway, those 3 symbols I'm going to go through and decode for you and show you what my work has portrayed them for over the years, and then we'll see if we get to the same answer. The cross of the churches. You're looking at a double cross here. That's all it is. The cross of the churches as Orion. The Templar cross, Maltese cross, call it what you want. All the ancient civilizations around the world venerated this symbol, designating the way show to find the ancestor star as Orion. And of course the one beneath it, hourglass shape, a lot of people have said, could it be Orion? But you need to prove it. And there's one way to prove it. And I'm taking that symbol there, showing, compared to the Maya. Remember the Maya have the same story, cosmic stargates. Look at Orion there, 4 dots around a cross, and the belt stars are shown here. Whereas in this simple depiction, if I can find a Sumerian depiction that's really, really ancient, showing that hourglass as you see there, I found it. Biblical references, the 1892 Bible showing the Maltese cross in the middle, and then superimposed over it the full Orion story with the belt stars of Orion. That was something I made, wow, the discovery was about 2008, I think, and then going out and decoding all the elements you see on that cover, telling the whole story of the star map and Jacob's ladder. Okay, that's in my other videos. So now let's go and try and prove that Orion artifact. There it is, 5,300-year-old artifact. The Blau monument site in Uruk show the hourglass symbol, and I decode it at the end of this video. I'll show you exactly how I can prove That hourglass symbol is Orion, showing the way to the star that you see next to it, and underneath it the womb of Nut, the exit marks the spot. Egyptian tradition that the Sumerians also spoke about. So that leaves the third element, which is the cosmic conduit, the lion, serpent, dragon. It has 4 legs, it flies. This is part of the creation that looks after the star map. This is how they traverse time and space to get back and forth from the stars, according to the ancients. But why this is so important to me is because this all works towards Atlantis. I use those ancient symbols to find the place of Atlantis. And while I was there surveying the area, that symbol you see now was placed in the central part of the circular canal area that I've identified and published. And it's quite an amazing depiction because it shows one with this Templar cross that I've shown here that's important, and it shows also with a swastika. Now Orion has that nebula, which is another story in the other videos. But what's so important here is they left a computer code that gives a date, 2nd of August 2027. This is when they're returning. And that is why all of this is so important, that my work is protected and presented and available for scholars to look at when they come, 2nd of August 2027, that I have all this information to prove that they are part of our history. Now, if my work is all hidden or taken over, it could be quite a situation. Anyway, let's just hope that this all works out. Now, let's go to the Kalesi mural that shows on a artifact eagles on top of 3 monuments interacting with the cross. 3 monuments on the ground. I showed you just now Star Map Babylon. This is why I think this one at Kalesi is not the oldest, because it's celebrating the star map in Babylon, where there were 3 ziggurats with temples that were mounted on top of them. And we'll take it a bit further. The Genesis stone actually is the ultimate monument of the Sumerians. It shows everything, absolutely everything. So we need to compare it, and the 3 temples are actually shown on that Genesis stone. I've highlighted them in yellow on the left there with the cosmic dragons, interactive. Beneath them, as above, so below, 3 sun-like stars connected to the monuments, each representing those 3 sun-like stars. Very simple, but all the work that I've basically amounted over the 20 years to make my full publications and videos. So those 3 temples, I think, are representing those monuments. Now look at the Orion cross. The 2 eagles on each side have their claws grasping on top of the monument. Now, if the eagle represents founding civilization, it's the element of human control over these stargates and these cosmic portals. Orion as the cross, straightforward. That's one of my old symbols that I decoded and founded. And on top of it, I believe it's the tree of life. It's got the 7 feathers that the Sumerians decorated their monuments with. And there it is, right there. Orion is the one that aligns with the middle one. That's exactly what we found in all the other civilizations. One of them is active and most important. The other 2, having the eagle clasping over it, are not active portals. They have been capped. They have shut down. There's evidence of the Sumerian tree of life. You'll see it's got the 7 feathers on top of it, nurturing this cosmic tree that creates all time, space, matter, and life. The star map, 3 suns. Wouldn't it be great now? All we need is the Pleiades. 1 is closed, 1 is active. Sorry, 2 are closed. 2 stargates are closed, 1 is active. It's the center one, the most important one that in the star map aligns with Orion's belt stars. That is Sol 1 primary. So it would be more conclusive if it included the Pleiades, and it actually does. Not the greatest depiction. That shows 8 stars beneath it. If you look very carefully, it shows using the flower of life style of 6-pointed stars, but they show 8. Remember the Mars star map and the Tikal star map, and there's another one. I can't think of it right now. All show 8 stars. There's more to the story. If you look to the left of it, there's also the tree of life depicted and 3 doors above the tree. Now, if we had to put it all together as one story, it's most likely showing that those 3 portals once all connected through 3 doors to the tree of life, even though there's only 1 active today. It's quite important to know that there were 3 portals once to the tree of life, that they could traverse, visiting the place of creation that I show in my book, The Alpha Omega Taurus Stargate. Imagine we're looking at a blackboard and I'm showing you my star map theory and I'm making notes in green. You follow the 3 dots in a row, shown in green there, from the Orion direction to find the X that marks the spot. And then I show a little line that leads up to that sun-like star. And for the Orion's belt, I add the club of Orion as a symbol just to mark it out. That would be the way to do it. Then there's this womb of Nut, that triangulation part with the X that marks the spot. This is what it would look like on a blackboard. As above, so below, those 3 sun-like stars making that triangulation pointing downwards. And then it would be a teacher teaching scholars, exactly that you see here. Would I find it on an ancient artifact? And that answer is yes. British Museum artifact, 5,300-year-old relief from the site in Uruk. It's Sumerian. It shows the X that marks the spot. This is what this ancient stone was trying to teach people of the ancient times. It also explains the hooked X mystery symbol, that it's Orion as the hourglass shape with its inscription showing what it means. But there's more here. Look at the star itself, that it is showing it direction towards the place of the gods. This is the symbol for the place of the gods in Sumerian, and in this relief here it is shown repeating itself over and over and over. This is the place of the gods. The Hermetic Brotherhood of Luxor has the star as the Star of David in the middle with the Pleiades. Come back and pause on it, you'll see the Hermetic tradition has it as well. It's all originating from these ancient obsessions with bull and sun-like stars. As I show from the Temple of Dendara, the leg of the bull shows its way to something. It's in a special video, so I'll show you what the video looks like now. But it's marking the sun-like star and its exoplanet in position. They're in Taurus, follow Orion's belt through the bullseye. Yes, that's the original origin of that saying, to find the star of the gods. This is the video you'll see in the description. But let's get back to the Hermes story now. In the blue writing, that which creates the Stargate to the sun star of our origins. Look very closely at this ancient record of human origins. 3 sun-like stars on the one book cover, repeated on the other book cover, but the one on the left is showing you the 3 symbols. One with a crescent, one with a blazing star, and we'll see just now one with the cross. So we have these 3 suns and the Ouroboros, the dragon eating its tail, or 2 dragons in this case, that become the Stargate. And there we have it, the secret of the dragons. They are the force behind the creation of stargates. Cosmic dragon serpents are literally the tree of life branches that have cosmic consciousness. This is why Hermes is thrice great. 3 sun-like stars, 3 great secrets of human origins tied to these 3 sun-like stars. As I cover in the Genesis stone, you'll see the link in the description. Now we're going to prove the cross aspect of it. We're missing that 3rd symbol for the 3rd sun having a cross. Here is the source of where it comes from the Hermetica. 3 sun-like stars, 2 dragons with very exclaimed looking faces. 3 symbols, as you note here, matching, but the one with the cross is missing. And there we have it. 2 suns on the top that are capped, stargates that are capped. We'll cover that just now, but the cross is decoded with the dragon's necks. That is why the dragons are pulling funny faces. It's all about the secret of the cross. You'll see ancient depictions of Abraham here with a stargate portal to the 3 suns. He does exactly the same thing in the video that I will link to below. He does the same cross personification teaching. Christ was personification of the cross as well. The story is in the Abraham Prophecies video.
The capped Stargate claim, no doubt leaving you with more questions than answers. It's time to turn the pages of Europe's illuminated manuscripts from your to find outside proof. if two such portals were capped. And also, the role of the sacred cosmic dragon man teacher. We begin with John Dee's secret monad symbol, that Wayne decodes here. It's the bird symbols and serpent interactions where he'll find the answers to the basis of humanity's beginnings. The Maya origin Mexican flag holds the secret. It reveals a powerful eagle and serpent interaction secret. The eagle stands for human founding civilization. Keep in mind its act of grasping and having dominion over the serpent, as the forgotten teaching is decoded. Our human founders controlling stargates is revealed.
This is how Dragon Man fits in. Here is one source. Before we reveal Dragon Man's identity, let's look at the three personified sun stars with bird beaks. The expressions of the faces, of the two choking knotted cosmic serpents, tell all. The crescent sun star beak personification seems angered. Despite a large beak, it falls short from manipulating the cosmic serpent and is cut off entirely. The middle sun star seems bewildered, its small beak preventing it from manipulating the cosmic serpent. The John Dee symbol with cross and bull horns reigns supreme. Its very developed beak can do what it wants. With the Stargate, the cosmic serpent here is completely under human control.
In essence, what Wayne has decoded here is two obsolete stargates from two solar systems. They are capped as his Genesis stone and Mayan calendar theories confirmed earlier on. But who is the Dragon Man? As we look at the next example of Dragon Man, by famous prophet Nostradamus, we learn more. He appears to be a cosmic teacher involving the star map. The flame, the essence of his prophecy. For Wayne, the flame is synonymous with how humanity has tortured the cosmic dragon teachings, the essence of God creation. He is hopeful something is going to change this, and soon. Dragon Man in this manuscript is shown as a once much esteemed king. The sword, like the beak, keeps the conduit open, in the interests of its keepers. This otherworldly leader, we now know, makes his way to our solar system in Scorpio. What happens next is anyone's guess.
Seen in illuminated manuscripts, the Christ himself, many will now consider might have been the last great Orion man teacher. Herschel believes Dragon Man is also the title of the cosmic messenger teacher. Having tried to teach humanity, and our powers that be on many occasions, always rejected him. Let's see what the Christ was secretly encoded as teaching here. The three kings as Orion's belt and solar trinity will be revealed. His halo with cross title, one tiny sun star above it, and a sun with crescent. All coincide with the trinity symbols of the ancients. Three fingers identify direction to follow, while he points to Orion's belt. Orion Man, who is also Dragon Man, standing on terra firma, links up with our sun. Wayne's co-writer discovered that the Chi Rho symbol of P for Pleiades is mimicked by the very friendly-looking, almost Pink Panther-styled cosmic dragon. The Rosicrucian four-petal rose cross is on the serpent body. But where is the Stargate ring device? It's hidden in plain sight.
According to scholars, Hermes left us one great encoded talisman of everything. The Latin inscription on the outer edge decodes as "Become one with the earth, and in doing this you will solve that hidden within the stone, the secret of the soul." They're the three sun-like stars. You'll see them, two at the top, one at the bottom with the 7 rays of light, just like the Masonic records. And of course the Stargate in the middle, and how the Stargate is the center of all the mystery. How to get to these sun-like stars. Well, the one at the bottom, the two at the top were capped. Notice the secret is chained. The Stargate is chained to the monarchy, 2 emblems, one on the left, one on the right. They're both on shields, since they are monarchy powerhouse emblems. The star of our origins is chained to those 2 shields of monarchy power. The position of the globus cruciger is that which decodes the earth with the cross of the sky and the Pleiades above it, as seen in the Carthusian order image. It's all in the 2-hour documentary. Now the elements in the sky, I believe, represent the Pleiades above it. Then there's the symbol of John Dee's monad, the cross with the Ra symbol and the crescent. It's all in the 2-hour documentary. That is the star map of John Dee. Then of course at the bottom, between the shields, the earth and the heavens, as above, so below. It's telling you what his general secret is all about. And lastly, but not least, the 3 fingers pointing to the solar trinity, just like in the Salvator Mundi picture by Da Vinci, pointing to the 3 sun-like stars, as you see in the reflection on the crystal ball, and the cross where Christ is personifying Orion. But there's another one. This is the one sourced from an ancient manuscript. There is another that shows one more crucial little clue. The target in the Stargate. The X that marks the spot is a Ra symbol, creating that. Could there be any more evidence other than that? I'm convinced that is the story of Hermes. We all know about the chamber that they found in the Great Pyramid, but what will we find in that chamber? I believe it's the missing Stargate device, just as you see in this ancient record. It's the big part of my Alpha Omega book and the video, the Alpha Omega Taurus Stargate. Look at the top part of the image, under the stone gable.
With the earlier Sumerian clay tablets' precise version of the cosmic human origin star map, and how it matched the template at Stonehenge, would come the mindset that had Herschel set out to search the Atlantic Ocean seabed. It would be this clue that would culminate in this documentary's biggest revelation.
As the world was counting down to 2012, I was watching Google Earth, looking for ruins, refreshed my page, and I saw that. I recognized that curvature from somewhere. This could be a computer code. I think it's first contact. The ancients are returning. I've published a book, Herschel's Atlantis, and there's a 2-hour documentary you'll see at the end of the video. These are my 3 books. I'm trying to promote Saving Forests, $19 for all 3, 1 delivery. Please consider becoming a flame keeper in the here and now, or when you are gone, or as an activist. Please press pause and come back to this and you'll see the detail. But as a flame keeper, you become part of the quest to secure the interpretational copyright and visibility of the hidden records. That is the difference.